bitch is so ugly. Know that you cut me, how dare that you trust me. Tied up in the front seat, might not see the morning. They told me it's coming, I didn't believe them. Said you were an angel, thought I was a demon. But now that we're breathing, please give me a reason. Cause sooner than later we all could be leaving. The ways I've been thinking that lately I'm sinking. I'm stuck in the deep end and no one is blinking. I guess I'll just ease in and roll through the seasons. I'm not scared of being the person I'm seeking. To kindness for weakness, and now that I'm bleeding, the sharks hide and seeking the water that's creeping. So I hold my breath and then I get to thinking that I should be swinging instead of here singing about all the problems like she could relate. All of the nights, hell, all of the days. I never thought twice, she always was late. Why should I play nights with this bitch that I hate? I guess that I shouldn't, glad you can relate. She out here fucking and sucking brigades while I remain loyal, so now she should pay. I don't want money, not that I can make. I want your arms, your knees, your legs. The head you can keep, it was never that great. Sound the alarm, lower the gates. This whore's on the run and I stopping today. Bend over backwards and light up my face. Unloyal, dishonest, and love how it tastes. The music she faces, don't care what it says. So I'll wake her up, this really can't wait.
It's raining, it's pouring, I just can't ignore this. She's sleeping, I'm keeping my head thunderstorming. Can't stay down, so lay down, face her in the morning. I'll wake that bitch up right now. Unloyal and spoiled, she lied in my face. Dishonest and disgusted, man, I feel so ashamed. Find someone you thought you trusted, man, they throw it away like a game that we play. Horseshoes and grenades.
She used to be so angelic. Maybe the love that I felt was a feeling that I embellished. Really in denial, couldn't think of it, it's been a while. I send a smile like she can't stomach another night in bed. I try not to be a spy, I swear to many guys she lets inside of her again. But I'm secure, it's getting hard for me ignoring the urge to glimpse. And I was told I should go with my gut feeling, but I don't got the guts to confront her. Maybe I'm afraid that I'm right, then the fight might give her an out, and she could finally make a run for it. Cheating on me, I have no choice but to walk away. Love cripples you and locks your legs like when a keypad locks your phone. I wanna figure out a code, trying to solve the case, and this is nauseating. Waiting patiently for her to fall asleep, I know she probably faking just in case I make a move, but she started breathing hard, borderline snoring, trying to calmly wake her, and she didn't even plan. So I guess I'm really doing this, then start proceeding with the plan. Took her phone off the end tape, hit the switch, turned the ringer on top of me to see what she was saying. Called her number from my phone, then I answered it. I hit the home button just like that. I'm in. Check the IG first, it was clean. Hit the Facebook icon, wishing that I never did. 20 messages sent, just a preppy prayer from nigga pictures to intimate details. She tells him she can wait till they leave town, so I had to get the whole wild. Lucky you ain't get a beat down, bitch.
It's pouring, I just can't ignore this. She's sleeping, I'm keeping my head thunderstorming. Can't stay down, so lay down, face her in the morning. I'll wake that bitch up right now. Unloyal and spoiled, she lied in my face. Dishonest and disgusted, man, I feel so ashamed. Find someone you thought you trusted, man, they throw it away like a game that we play. Horseshoes and grenades.
Oh, hell no. That reminded me of that bitch, Carol Baskins. Hell no. That's exotic. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yo, I don't know what just happened. I think I got triggered. But the album Daz Exotic is on the way. But let me tell y'all, this shit takes on a life of its own. So what happens in the next coming days, in the next coming weeks, pray for me, y'all. If my hair really starts turning blonde, if anything too crazy starts going on, hold on tight, because Daz Exotic would have gotten the best of me at that point, and that's not okay. All right, y'all. Things is crazy right now. I just want to party, yeah. So I'm here, and on today's episode, season 2, whatever the fuck number it is, just know it's going down. Hey, we got a very special guest, and they're already on it. They're already talking about you before you came on here. We just saw his music video, and yes, that was the big homie Ritz in that bitch. So Nate Moore, an artist out of St. Louis, he's been doing his thing for a while now. I've done countless shows with him, and I've watched his hustle from afar, and I've always wanted to pick his brain. So guess what? Today is the day. Like a chick
who ain't never had no good dick. I can't say it all the way, but here he is, the man, the myth, the other unicorn. Hey, Nate motherfucking Moore.
What's going on, my man? Good to see you, bro. It's good to see your
What's
face.
up? Yeah, it's
Not
been a
much,
minute, my
man.
guy.
Actually, a whole lot, but
A lot.
whole lot.
Yeah.
Yep. How have you been during this whole quarantine mode and during everything going on? You been good? You look healthy.
Yeah, man. Just trying to stay positive, trying to get the music out there. Yo, if you got a second phone or something, make sure you share the link to this so motherfuckers can watch this shit while it's happening live on Facebook. But
Thought of
so yeah, so I just been chilling, man. Started this show. So there's been a lot of blessings that came out here, and I finally had to face. It's weird because a lot of people are facing things that they never had to face before, like white people facing racism. I know there's always been the people out there who have been supportive. You know what I'm saying? But it's really
Yeah.
interesting because it's like a time where nobody can, while people are being told to hide, people can't hide from things so much so anymore. They're forced to face themselves by staying at home.
Yeah. I think people should always look themselves in the mirror every day and know who they are no matter what when they get up in the morning. That's for sure. And a lot of things are happening in the economy and in the world right now, and just with, from politically to spiritually, it's all been a challenge lately, and it's all being brought to light for a reason, I believe. So, but it's a crazy time to be alive. That's for sure.
America, the world was like, what's on? Mother Nature opened up a fat ass can of y'all niggas gonna learn today. Kevin Hart meets fucking Jackie Chan. Let's make Rush Hour fucking 16.
Well, I'm about it. I love that.
Yo, we could make a really good movie together. It would be like a buddy stoner film.
I think, yeah. What would we call it?
I don't fucking.
It might be right off the top.
Right. Hold on. I'm feeling.
Nothing puppy.
So Nate, I finally
Yes,
get to chop it up with you and talk to you
Yeah.
about what brought you to where you are now. Like, when did you start doing music? How did this shit start? When did music become important to you? Let's take it back to the beginning, because you're all about that shit.
I am, bro. I am, and I think the day music became important to me was probably the first day I could recognize a birthday getting sang to me or something. I'm like, damn, they're all about it. They're all about it. It's all about me. I like this. This is music. That's probably the first song I can remember was "Happy Birthday" subliminally in my mind. So you know what I'm saying. So since that, probably age 3 or 4. But I started playing instruments when I was like 5, just messing around with the piano a bit. I played the trumpet when I dropped out in my junior year. I played the trumpet in the jazz band, so I can read treble clef and all that good jazz. No pun intended. But
okay.
The jazz band was dope. I learned a lot of stuff there, and but music wise, like I had an older sister that back in the day was ordering like these VHS hip hop tapes, and they'd get sent in like the mail to and there were big old cassette tapes, bro, and like you told me, like they had the music videos of like Snoop and Dre when they were young, bro. They were in their prime, and like my sister's probably 36 now or 37. And she was just, I know she was really young to be getting the videos because I was like, damn, there ain't no way she's supposed to be watching these. Like, they were getting down, bro. It was like all bad bitches everywhere. And I was just like, yeah, man. I was like, I want to be. After those videos really inspired it and taught me a lot of like I was going to school, just like I knew hip hop. It was crazy. But it was just, and then, so I always had a love for, at the same time, like playing instruments and hip hop. And that goes together, I think, hand in hand for a lot of the greatest hip hop artists out there that are doing their thing. I think a lot of them have like a thirst for another, like to play an instrument or something like that, or compose maybe music.
Shout out
But
Delora. Shout out Delora. But yeah, well that's bro, I'm mad that I don't know about those tapes. I never got to watch one, but that sounds like the freshest shit in the fucking land to be able to get VHSs of
dude, I was pumped. I'm
hip
like, what
hop
is she?
videos. And was that in St. Louis? Is that like where you were born?
Yep, yeah, I was born in St. Louis. Like the hospital I was born at got knocked down now, but I lived on the north side. I got taken home from the hospital into Hazelwood, and I lived there for like the first 2 years of my life, and then I went to Dogtown, and because my grandmother had lived here her whole life, so I was like back and forth from Dogtown to North County until probably like 14. Whenever they took my pops off to the yard. So they then I didn't go see
Damn.
my
Oh,
so.
yo, St. Louis is tough as fuck. Uh, so what kind of environment did you grow up in then? Since you just threw some fucking craziness out there.
My bad, I'm grabbing a blunt. A good one. Honestly, I got St. Louis has Dogtown in the downtown area. Like I'm 5 minutes from the Arch, and people around here, you learn quick, you grow up quick. But if I've lost a lot of friends and family, like countless, like it's like just count like too many to even count or name, and like and it teaches you life very fast. And if you get through that, you it's like you can see how to advance more. You know what I'm saying? I think education's a big part of success in life. I think like education's everything. So like some of my old Facebook posts, I'd even put up like I can't believe that these teachers are getting paid less than like all the people they've taught. Like when it comes to just if we just look at not just like entertainment like or sports or stuff like that, but if we look across the board at the like billionaires of the world and stuff, like our educators should be making more. They should have more. I don't know, but that's where my mind's at, man.
Definitely.
But and where I was at
Well,
was I got because my mom was a single parent basically because my dad was locked up a lot of my life, and she like did everything she could at St. James School, which is like a private Catholic school, to put me, my brother, and my sister through that, and like that was like doing yard work, yard mom every day with real work. You know what I'm saying? And so like she was like taking care of all the lunch stuff there. She would just do anything she could extra to make sure that they accept whatever money she could towards our tuition. But since we lived in the
yeah,
neighborhood, the church helped her out and shit. So I was really blessed with that part. And I had some great teachers growing up. But as far as like outside of school, yeah, it was every day was rough. Like we grew up scrapping and hooping around here. We all play basketball, bro. We just all hoop.
oh
I'm pretty
shit.
out of shape.
You ain't trying to get dunked on, Nate. Don't make me
We gotta set a
hit
game
you with
up.
the
We gotta set
young
a game up.
double. Yeah, so some celebrity basketball. Team Nate versus Team Daz. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, dude. Let's get this
Uh,
shit about it.
and then we'll give all the proceeds to a foundation of some kind of sort.
Hell yeah.
People be sleep on my basketball skills though. It's about
Mine
time I
too,
wake them up.
St. Louis throws this thing called they used to throw it called Hoop It Up.
Yeah.
And my brother would always go down there and he plays. He had like Hoop It Up trophies all the time. And he can out hoop me, but I still got handles. I got handles and I got a shot. Not as good
Let's
as
see.
him, but I dribble right.
Yeah,
And
I was
shoot
the
left.
original. I was the original Steph Curry. I was chefing it up from the 3-point line. That was just what I always like to do, was shoot it from the 3-point line. But so well then where did your disconnect from school come since you didn't graduate? What happened that stopped that?
Well, I was with my mom being a single parent and all that. I did kind of like I did a lot of what I wanted because she was at work all the time, and so I was kind of a rebel growing up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get along with. I'm glad I graduated from the good school I did, and they did give me education. But for something I don't know, it might have just been about her not being around. I'm thinking now that I'm older, and pops not being under. I did what I want, so I didn't like people telling me what to do. And in high school, like I went in and out of just, I was a little more. I felt like after she did the same thing out of St. James to put me through this school called St. Mary's. And that school was an all boys high school. So like it was crazy because it was like the gym classes were ran by the football coaches. It was all a real like testosterone driven environment. And I just didn't, I fought like every day in high school. So it was just like eventually I got kicked out of St. Mary's and then I went to Berg. That was another school
Toxic
that was
masculinity.
yeah, bro, it was crazy. And I just couldn't deal with it at lunch. Like if you sat at a table where they didn't consider the cool table, like I was like, man, I just sit wherever the hell I want. You know what I'm saying? If I find a spot, I'm hungry, I'm not even focused on other people. And so I like somebody would throw something at like somebody at the table. I'm like, no, fuck that. I just start chucking trays and shit, like because people thought like just they were just immature. You know, I think I was more mature, but I also still had a hot temper back then. So
why did she feel the need to put you in Catholic schools? What was she worried about?
tell you the truth, I don't know. I know that she went to a public school growing up, and she loved her school. She went to private and public schools growing up, actually. So I don't know why she really was, but I know her big thing was with religion. She always told me she wanted me to know God and be taught about Jesus Christ and stuff. So I learned religion from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. And then from 8th grade, whenever she tried to get me into St. Mary's, because religion was huge in my mom's life. She was a very religious person. We went to church like every Sunday. You know, sometimes we went to church on every Wednesday with the school and then on Sundays. So until you're in 7th grade when you made your confirmation. And then usually everybody, to be honest with you, kind of dipped off because they're like, now we can choose whether we want to go or not. And everyone's like, I'm not going. But then you see a lot of those people came back to the church. And as we grow older, like, I don't know, my mind is it's a sponge still for everything. And religion and politics and all that stuff still on it all the time. But I still got to make time for music. And that which is influenced by both of those.
Well, and one of my favorite songs of yours is actually about your mama. It's called "Don't Cry," and that's off. It's off the album that I kind of got introduced to your full projects off of, Lotus Land, which was honestly like unprocessably good. I was just like, I couldn't believe it was as good as what I was listening to. So like, and I know that she's passed on, and it's crazy.
Yes, rest in peace, you know.
At least she got to smell the roses and hear how you felt about her while she was still here. How did she feel about that song?
She was a big fan of that one. She was not a fan of all my music, but she really, really liked that song.
Bro, it yanks my heart out.
Yeah, dude, she really did like that. She got to see me perform live once, so that was cool. You know what I'm saying? So that was one time at one of my first shows down at the Mad Magician, and she was still kind of sick in the head, so we had a couple family members with her and just everybody watching her and stuff. But she was, it was crazy. She was happy to see me on the stage and stuff. So I'm glad that she at least could register what was going on basically at that point, you know, so it was a good moment in my life, you know. And then from there, it's just like, I don't know if I was kind of worried about it. You don't want your mom at your show. You know what I'm saying? It's just something weird about it. Backstage. But at that place, there was no backstage really she could be at. So she was kind of just like roped off in this section with all my other homies that were giving her hugs and like drinking. But it was dope. It was dope. I believe, dude. No, that was at Mad Magician. I want to believe. Oh no.
Yo, Nate Moore will be back. Yo, my album Daz Exotic is on the way. I've been working on it. We're gonna be talking more about it in future episodes. I hope y'all listen to it when it drops. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And Nate Moore is back. I used that time for free promo, so it's okay. I was telling them all about Daz Exotic. But don't have that happen again.
Yeah. I went to go do something. It was like,
shout out Jamie in the building. Yo, kick a couple bars from Don't Cry, man.
If the sky should fall today, I'll still be there tomorrow. If we gotta go out that way, I keep my head held high. It's been a long road and we still ain't home. Gotta keep on fighting, gotta carry on. So, mama, please, please don't cry. That's the hook.
Oh,
Manifesting my visions into a fucking reality. Under all these conditions, can't understand why you mad at me. I love that line. That's one of the ones I was kind of like.
yo, while you were rapping that, it was crazy because the long hair is new. And I literally was picturing your hair, short hair, the hat on, and the biggest smile in the world was the kid who was rapping and the Nate Moore that I first met. So it's
Yes,
crazy.
bro. That's awesome, bro. I feel good, Drew. I've been feeling a lot better lately in my life, in my head, everything. Like for a while there, I was definitely in some rough water. It got deep. Like I had a lot of good people around me though, so they helped me kind of stay with my head in the game. Even though I'm really good at pulling my head out of the game, I'm a party animal, and I've been trying to tame that animal in me. And but you know, with all what's going on in the world today, and with especially right now, it's actually helped a lot of people are am I around me are like, yo, keep your head in the game. Like, you need to stay focused. Like, there's just too much going on right now where if you do go out and you get messed up, and I don't know, I've always been a very vocal person, kind of like I get that from my sister. So, but I hung out with her a lot growing up.
Dang, they saying you got Teddy Swims vibes. Yo, let me tell you something crazy. That first video was called Thunderstorm, and it's literally thunderstorming
Yeah,
right
bro.
now. The
Is
thunder
it?
just yeah. It's woo! The vibes are immaculate at Let's Vibe TV. You know the vibes. We make it rain in this. Yo, yo, that's special, and it
Smoking
happens
on some
that
push
way,
pop.
bro. It happens that way every time. Oh shit, smoking on some push pop. Yo, I don't even
Yeah,
try
see,
to worry about names because it's such
yeah,
like
bro. I like
convo.
exotics,
It's
bro. Etiquette.
well out here in the A, they be just calling anything exotic, bro. It's
Y'all
ridiculous.
got that Pluto. Y'all got that Pluto from Gas House. That's what you need to funk with, bro. That Pluto from Gas House. I heard that's in Atlanta, boy.
Show me the ways, bro, because I definitely
I
could
will,
use some Pluto.
bro. It's that fire. It's
Yeah,
that fire. It's one of my favorite gases.
I gotta tell a secret right now to everybody watching. This is super secret. I've never told anybody. Only like two people know. When it thunderstorms and when there's lightning, I'd be scared as hell. Like I literally want to cover up my ears right now just for the possibility of lightning striking. But
Bro, I
bro,
love storm.
there it goes too.
That's funny.
Yo, oh my gosh. I think the worst possible time to do. Okay, but we're gonna stay focused.
Yeah,
I ain't scared of you, Thunderstorm. This is a challenge of my fears right now.
that song was pretty dope though. Like, honestly, Ritz was being able to work with Ritz was just off the meter. It was he's been one of the artists I look up to a lot. So, you know, it is crazy. Swift Lifts, Purple is amazing.
Do you know
Is that some
anything
cushion?
about that? Yeah. What is that? Let us know. Drop a comment.
Yeah, on the cookies hoodie, the LA Cookies hoodie. Shout out Kobe, man.
Damn. Kobe's crazy.
Yeah.
This year's been crazy. So
It
so
looks like a lot of people think it's a Lakers hoodie, but you can only get
yeah.
this one in Melrose down there at the Melrose store, and I bought it. It was literally right before Kobe had passed, man. And so I was wearing it when I found out, and I was like, God damn, bro. It was rough.
It's funny because my brother's merchandise kind of matches the Phoenix Suns. And so
Yeah.
he's got some undercover like Phoenix Sun merchandise and he got them to sell it.
Huh.
And so it's like a mind fuck because I'm sitting there thinking that they're Phoenix Sun socks and they weren't even. They were my brother's socks when I was at
Bro, so did he do a deal with them or something?
He does the intro of the games. When you go to the
Oh,
games,
bet. Ah, bet,
they
bro.
play him on the Jumbotron shit. He's like, basketball, basketball. He only says one word. He doesn't rap, but
Dude. Well, I've heard him rap
Bennett.
a million times because that dude's a monster. So hats off to him too, man. If you know what I'm saying. All love to you and your family, everybody.
Bro just got his first #1, so there ain't nothing we can overcome. Stitch Jones hit you with a quick flow, cause little bro turned into big bro. This little light of mine, I gotta let it show. Just to get to it, I had to crawl through a hole. Do you know when you lose your soul? I'll end it there. I'm stopping. This is your show, Nate.
Oh, hell no, bro. This is all about B-Daz, bro. We out here, Brandon. We're out here making moves. We gotta get to when I come to Atlanta, bro. We gotta, right now I got something. T Grizzly. I'm doing a feature with T Grizzly. I'm flying out to LA to record a video with him as well.
Is the song already made?
Yeah, the song is made right now. The song is made. It's just being mixed and mastered, so it's in the making. But the song is titled Pac-Man.
Man, can we get a sneak preview?
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
Yo, we're getting the exclusive preview of Nate Moore and T Grizzly. I don't want to fuck up no contracts or anything.
Well, no, I could give you my hook. My hook's like Pac-Man. Hold on. What I do? I said Batman.
Oh no, I wanted it to play. I need to hear.
Oh, I don't have that on me. But the hook's like Pac-Man. Please don't slow me down. Pac-Man. Ain't no way, no how. I'ma let it go for the Lord. Sit back and watch them count. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. That's more. 400,000, 500,000, 600,000. That's more.
Hey.
700,000, 800,000, 900,000. That's more.
More.
Whole team out here doing numbers. Bitch, look at the board.
Hey.
Pac-Man. Please don't slow me down.
Okay. I see you.
But I got something. I got just pretty four of my tracks. He just that are not out yet. They're all titled. Let's see. Forever.
You said Scott Storch, the legend.
Yeah. The legendary man.
He produced that. It took a while to get me here, and I can't go nowhere. Eve and Gwen Stefani. And he was Dr. Dre's piano man. Okay. He'd be like, bling. You've seen him do that shit in person? That's funny.
Bro, what I did see him do in person was he unwrapped his award that he had just got with his plaque that he just won with Russ. Russ, you know Russ?
Obvious.
Have you ever? Yeah, okay. I figured you did. You listen to good music.
No, I've never heard of Russ. I've only heard
people still.
I've only heard of Russell Simmons.
No, but let's see. I got some bars for you. It's like just touched down in LA. I might have to shop for Rex. Don't trust the Here we go. Restart.
Hold on.
Touch down in LA. I might have to shop for Pex. Don't trust the Rose with Valet. I'm gonna kill him if it's scratch. Hit the cookie store on Melio's for them boys. I got the gas. Run it up and spend so much they famine grab the text. Shout out Cookies.
Shout out Cookies. You must be.
Yo,
get me a deal with Cookies. I smoke too much to not get paid to smoke, man.
Hey. They don't pay me anything.
So, okay, with you working with people, I know at one point, what was your beef with Scott Storch? Because you was talking good shit. You deleted it quick. He was taking too long. Or what? Break it down. And bro, what would make you want to talk about a legend like that publicly? You're fearless.
Remember back when I said I had that short fuse in high school for like no patience? Well, actually, just for like any type of like bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he basically kept, like, out of respect to him, because we're still great friends now, but like in the beginning, I don't think he took me as serious as I think I was hopefully project myself to be. But so it was taking a very long time for him to get back to me on certain files that were very important for the mixing and mastering. which a guy by Rob Marks is doing, who worked for Kanye and everybody. And like, I'm working with this guy on the engineering end, and it's very important that I send him all the files on time. And he just wasn't getting back to me in like a timely fashion at first. So I thought that was unprofessional. And then I waited and waited and waited. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to vent it out, because at one point I just didn't know where the relationship was headed. I don't know. Maybe he did, in his defense, he told me he did get really, really ill. And this was around the time when this was around a little before Thanksgiving, I believe. So who knows what he may or may not have got, but I know that I got really ill when I got back from California too. So that was crazy. But it was like really bad. It was really bad. It was like, I was laying in bed and I thought to myself, if I was an older person, I would probably be dead from this. Like, that's how bad I felt. And that was back during Thanksgiving. That was like the night after Thanksgiving. So it was pretty crazy. So I'm assuming he got sick, but because he got back to me, he got all the files to me. Everything's going great with that now. We're literally just.
So he didn't have any shady business or anything. He was just kind of bougie at first. I mean, yeah. I'm sure he's busy as fuck, but not that busy, but busy as fuck.
And he is, and I have a lot of patience usually. Like I have countless messages. That's why I posted one of them, which I took it down. But I felt like the fans deserve to know, the people who followed me and know what's going on. Because right now, the process I'm in, honestly, it's still taking a little long because of all the holdup. We would have been we can't make up that time. Time's valuable, and everyone on my team knows that. So it's just kind of like I just got to take responsibility for that at some point. And my team was the one who even told me to take it down. You know what I mean? They were like, dude, that's still a bad look on you. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay. And they're like, you don't want to, this is everyone loves Scott. So,
Yeah. And they don't, and you're still trying to introduce yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, that's still no reason to play around with your craft. And obviously you did it to be taken seriously. But, I mean, that's a tough place to be in, where you want to get something done, and
yeah.
And at least he let you do that and respected you after, even, because that would have been a no-go.
Like, hats off to him for understanding like that where I was coming from my for understanding where I was coming from, honestly. Because he apologized and said he was trying to get on it, and that his engine he has multiple engineers that work for him. I went out to his home to record all that stuff. So he was nice enough to allow me into his home and give me a tour of his place and introduce me to his youngest son right now.
I bet his crib is fresh as fuck.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful home. They have a beautiful view. When I first met him, I was taken all the way upstairs, and it's almost like a meeting room, and it's like all the kind of the window. It's like there's no windows really around it. If you want to, you could open it all the way up. It's a real nice breeze up there, and the vibe up there was just off the chain. It was the perfect place to meet him. I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? So,
how'd you end up even getting into conversation with him?
It's crazy, man. We do a lot of networking. Me and my brother try and send out a lot of emails to everyone. And we also go back and forth from LA trying to just meet these people in person if we can at hotspots and stuff. And my brother was actually at the cookie store, and Scott pulled up. And my brother and myself were out there, and or actually, I wasn't even at the cookie store with him. It was just my brother, and he was out there. And my brother was driving. I think I forget what kind of car it was, but it was a nice car. And Scott also had one. It was like they were both pulled up in Rolls Royces. And Scott looked at Justin kind of like, you're young to have that Rolls Royce, but it was a friend of ours. So, long story short, he was like, "Yo, come here," and we come over to him, and he's like, "What are you guys doing out here?"
So you're telling me the nigga Scott Storch just pulled up next to y'all?
Yeah, at the cookie store in the same type of Rolls. So it was kind of like meant to be, bro. It was crazy. And my brother said, "What are you guys doing out here?" And because my brother said, honestly, trying to get a hold of you. It was like legendary. And he said, not only him, but anybody that's big in the game. We didn't expect Scott Storch to just pull up to the cookie store, though, by any means. And whenever that happened,
always expect greatness, Nate Moore.
Yeah, bro, I should. I've been being taught to don't put a cap on my expectations in life.
Right. You gotta set your mind free.
Have to. And I've been so after that. Long story short, though, who really got in contact with us was that day. My brother and him exchanged some type of information, but he never got back to us from that. But Burner's people did. I have two songs with Burner. One that's called "Back to Cali" that I've released, and I have another one that is called "Fallen" that is produced by Scott. That I'm going to be shooting a video with Scott and Burner as soon as I can get out there. Like we're looking at plane tickets like today, so you know, Upset
We're,
featuring. Yeah, that's
we're
a good
gonna
one.
be Yeah, we're gonna be playing that video at the end of the episode. You just gotta wait. But you know what your mama and any adult ever told you, good things come to those.
Who wait?
Cause right now, what we're doing is picking apart the brain of the man, the myth, the legend. He just in here. You muted your mic, I think. Here, let's. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to unmute it. You muted it. Press the unmute button, Nate. You funny as hell. Don't be pressing too many buttons on the phone. Now I can hear you again.
Now,
Yeah.
can
Don't
you
be.
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, dude. I don't know why, but if I put it on airplane mode, will we still be okay?
No, we're using the internet, my guy.
Yeah, but if I connect to Wi-Fi,
Oh yeah. You'll be fine.
because
So, what's your relationship status? Oh man.
all right. Okay, it seems like it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
But now I can't see you. Weird.
Oh,
Bro, I should have used the
I heard
the
airplane.
iPad.
Yeah, you can too.
Obviously.
You can still switch.
I'm just gonna wait here. It says I'm in the show. I can't see your screen.
No, but your screen is
Because
frozen.
everyone can see and hear me though. Is my
And,
line.
and somebody said airplane mode turns
I'm gonna
everything
continue
on.
rolling my gibber, my doink. I'm gonna wait for you.
No, sign in on a different screen. You hear me? Yo, y'all at home. Let me tell you about something. Or talk to me. Give me a break. For God's sakes. All right.
I think
You're
I'm back.
back.
I'm back. I don't know what
Are
happened.
you
I'm just gonna.
are you trying
My
are you-
Wi-Fi on now though.
are you trying to disrespect my platform?
No.
So,
Whatever.
but
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up for sure. I'll hit you up here in a bit. All right, brother. That was my boy Marcel. He was he had helped me out with my grass. My yard was getting extremely long. My neighbors were like, "Yo, cut your grass." I'm like, "All right." Damn, nice spliff, brother. That's a doink.
no, it's just a blunt and a header rod.
A what?
It's a header rod with a blunt in it. See, here's a blunt.
Yeah.
And here's a
Where
hitter.
were we at though? My bad. This damn phone. I'm on.
No, it's funny because every episode people be wondering what the fuck I'm smoking. So now I'm finally explaining to them what I'm smoking on. It's time that they understand.
That's funny.
It's about that time. So Nate, what we were talking about. Let's talk about what you're doing now. Lotus Land is your last official album, correct?
For some reason, is
It's cutting up. Yo, yo, yo.
I said Lotus Land going on. I can see you moving. I'm moving. It's our signal. There it is. We're back.
It's your signal.
Can you hear me?
My signal is great. Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think it's because I have 2 bars.
You got more than 2 bars. You got a lot of bars for the people. But
What in the world?
So are you just focused on singles? Are you not gonna do another album? Yo, yo, yo. I'm not gonna go.
I'm trying to move my phone.
We're gonna have to bring the episode to a close, my guy.
I can hear you better now.
Yeah, but I can't see you or hear you. So
Something's wrong with the connection.
I mean my connection, I got my shit plugged in, modem type shit. But so yo,
It's gotta be mine. I have 2 out of 4 bars.
yeah. On your Wi-Fi? Yeah. Well, we'll have to do this.
I have 2 out of 4 bars because I took it off Wi-Fi.
It's got to be on Wi-Fi to work, my guy. It's got to be on Wi-Fi to work.
It didn't seem like it was.
Here, I'm about to play your video to Upset.
I turned my Wi-Fi back on. Let's see.
Okay.
Might take a minute.
No, it's already working better. But Nate.
It is. But the Wi-Fi it's not showing me the Wi-Fi on.
Bro, the connection was epically bad in that versus battle between them. That shit was tragic. Damn, they going in. Get Nate. Nah. Here. Make her go. But so, yo, Nate, I'm gonna play your video and I'm gonna bring it to a close, my guy, because your internet is funky, and at least we got 45 minutes about you and a little bit more because we're about to play this video. But we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be with an artist out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'll be announcing it later.
Internet connection.
You're hilarious.
I'm back.
You're not back quite yet, bro. It's still chopping up. Oh my gosh. My boy is relentless. Let's give it up for Nate and his relentlessness.
I'm getting frozen, so I guess I'll just. It's like a flip book.
You're just saying the most.
Everything's like boom, boom. Can you see me,
bro?
Well, let's do this again. Rain check. I can't even hear you.
Yeah, I already got it under control, my guy. We're about to play your video. and bring it to a close, but it was great while the internet was working. And
That's an upset. More music. Everybody upset.
I'm gonna.
I've been on the kill shit on the daily. Wake up, count my blessings, count my money, fuck you, pay me. I ain't worried about another man. Oh wait, Randy Savage, 1980, it's amazing what I'm blazing. OG crews like Johnny Cage, and this shit keep your fucking facing. This is Freddie mixed with Jason, Nathan Doman, out of patience. This ain't rapping, this vacation. Now pace and vegetation. She got ass who wanna shake it, she shake it. They gon' see how far we made it. Notice the dedication. Look into my eyes and get lost in the constellations. It may come as a surprise. I ain't from you, I'm from the basement. If you think you know my story, then rehearse one of my pages. Credit back, double back, you can bank on that. I ain't worried about the next. Never think on that. Roll around, said wet on my deuce ahead. Swear to God, we up next. About to be an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Heavy through your city with the stilly, yeah, we got lit. Most of all your rappers just can't hear me. Enough said. I ain't fucking with you, and you clearly upset.
Diamonds on your neck and on your wrist looking rusted. I've been in the kitchen, got my pockets looking unfit. Paid for my trailer full, but I ain't had enough bread. Had a street sweeper in a beamer, left them dusted. No hesitation, I set it off, detonation, smoking medication. Hot boxer with no ventilation, till I'm levitating. Working on money separation. Weighing weight off at the station, know my reputation. Staying off the push and stepping into vegetation. Out of school without the rules, I got my education. Side stepping on the dope, I condone it, cause you gotta double up. So someone show me my opponent like it's NASCAR. I got me a fast car on it, my bitch jump up on it when I spit. You don't want it, got something with a grip on my hip for the moment that someone try to play me like a bitch. Give condolence, ayy.
Credit back, double back, you can bank on that. I ain't worried about the next. Never think on that. Run around, said wet on my deuce ahead. Swear to God, we up next. About to be an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Heavy through your city with the stilly, yeah, we got lit. Most of all your rappers just can't hear me. Enough said. I ain't fucking with you, and you clearly upset. I ain't so much acid, I done seen the fucking world change. My third wide open, say she into playing mind games. Swear that she love me, she want me to change my time frame. Just know that I'm getting the money, so pass it my way. A lot of these people, they hating, no hesitation. I done came through the latest persuasion. Fuck allegations, if you look up, you see that we made it. Examination, yeah, you're sleeping on me, no need to wake it. It's hibernation. If you think we stopping now, no cancellation. I've been dying to make it out. Forget the way, it's no music, we holding it down. The game we're faking, clearly we wearing the crown. Shut up and take it, bitch. Credit back, double back, you can bank on that. I ain't worried about the next. Never think on that. Roll around, said wet on my deuce ahead. Swear to God, we up next. About to be an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Whoa, that's an upset. Heavy through your city with the stilly, yeah, we got lit. Most of all your rappers just can't hear me. Enough said. I ain't fucking with you, and you clearly upset.
yo, yo, yo. Yo. Kasky and Ritz gave you some fire ass verses too.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. I'm giving you one more chance.
Can you hear me?
What? I'm giving you one more chance, and yeah, I can. I'm on the Wi-Fi, cuz. I'm on the Wi-Fi. I got it now.
I'm on my Wi-Fi, but it's everything's frozen.
Nate, I appreciate you. We'll have to do it again.
And I'm playing.
But y'all, that's today's episode of Let's Vibe TV. Let's keep vibing. Tomorrow we'll have another episode like we always do.